Hello everyone, we have this nice underground base, but I kind of want to expand upon it today and make a garage that has like a bat cave styled entrance, if that's possible. However, for that, we are going to need the tunnel digger, which means I need some more drills as well as wheels. But before we do that, I want to build the atmospheric control tower so that can do its thing. And we have to see where to put it. I'm just thinking right here, right in front. Dude, that has no power, man. Okay. I don't think we have access to nuclear plants, no. And I did not set up osmium drills. Yay. Now, something I noticed on this planet is resources are very scarce. Now, this is of course because there's barely any land to begin with, but it makes it really hard to automate certain processes, and you kind of have to pick and choose which ones you want. In the end, osmium drills is something I left out. I don't think we have any more open osmium veins. And while I could split them up, production is going to be so slow that it's just going to be a hinder instead. Unless I keep the game running for an entire night so it can back up into the system, but I don't really like doing that. And so far I haven't done anything like that. So crafting the items it is. Now, I do think we're making everything for nuclear power, so we should probably look into that. But I'm not 100% sure, because I don't remember what that took. We should get that by researching the uranium here. There we go, a nuclear plant. Okay, well, never mind. I guess we don't have any of them. So plasma conductors, that uses sapphire. And sapphire is a very weird one in this, on this world, or on this planet. But I guess so is amethyst here, because it's supposed to only be found in cold regions, yet the amethyst was up over here, and this is a hot biome. And also didn't see any amethysts on this island, so I'm guessing we don't have any. So ultimately that is fun. Well, the other problem, it seems like the geothermal isn't doing the job. 2 of these spiked up the percentage by to like not even 25. Yeah, the atmospheric control tower, it takes a lot. And let me have a quick look around again. So maybe the map didn't update properly or something. Yeah, as you can see, there are a couple blue dots on the map here, but none of it is Sapphire. And then same over here. The weirdest thing is in the trailer, this is actually a cold island, but it doesn't seem to be in the full release for some reason. All I can think of is that we just haven't unlocked Sapphire as a scanning object yet. So I'm quickly gonna take a little look in this cave, because that's generally where they tend to hide these crystals. It doesn't seem like this one, is it? It says a lot of uranium in it, what the heck? A lot of uranium again. Well, we did find loose pieces. I guess we'll have to collect all of these. We don't really have much of a choice, unless this cave has a, nope, it has uranium. No sapphire so far. Oh! I found it. We found sapphire. Okay, well that's good. But that's also kind of weird, right? Like, it says you can only find these on cold planets or cold regions. Yet this is the hot biome. Well, anyway, it used to be, I suppose. Well, either way, I guess it doesn't really matter. Now that we found it, we can start making a gem cutter, and we can start working on the plasma stuff. The craziest thing is, right, is like I built this giant operation around here, and I never checked the cave. To be fair, on Echo Prime, caves are kind of useless, so I never really cared much about them. Alright, 30 a minute, that's not a lot. Do we need any raw sapphire for anything? I don't think so, right? It is literally just the plasma stuff we need. Well, you know what? I'm gonna put a splitter on this regardless. And if we ever do happen to need it, we can just hook it up then. I'm not gonna do that right now. Now, ultimately, this is not gonna fix the problem we have with making nuclear plants. It looks like I'm gonna have to craft a ton of composite beams. And oh boy, am I not looking forward to that. Alright, this seems to work. Time to get the heck out of here. Alright, I'm gonna go on the painful process of crafting everything. So I'll be back in an hour. Now, I would put this off, but seeing as we are running low on power, all of productions around the island here will go very slow. We kind of need the power. Alright, I'm already kind of dreading having to make all the composite beams. I mean, I already was. I think instead, what I'll do is I'm gonna see if I can hook up an iron node from this island all the way up to this island. Because I think the reason why composite beams are slow is because of the iron beams. Now, if that's not the case, there is osmium on this island still, from what I've seen. It is on the other side, though. It is the osmium. Okay. So why is the osmium alloy slow? because of the actual osmium production. Okay, why is the osmium production slow? Because the forge. But we can actually fix this though. And I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. Alright, we're gonna need a splitter. And then over here we're gonna need a merger. At least this is an easier fix. I will admit that. And I'll also use the tier 3 conveyors here. Just so it goes a lot faster. And I think it has to be pulled out faster. No, this is just 30 a minute, so these regular ones can do the job. However, on this side, I will have to make it go faster. Well, actually, maybe I don't. Well, whatever. Already working on it anyway. Right, slot this back into there. This should go a lot faster now, right? I wonder if making this the osmium one will also change something. Ultimately, I think it's just bottlenecked by the speed of the forge. It doesn't really seem to increase the rate at which the osmium comes out. Kinda expected that. Because the osmium isn't the problem. It's just the forge being so slow. I don't really understand how the conveyor system works. Like, it doesn't seem to split it evenly. Even though you'd think it'd do that. But also, even though this side is full, it doesn't really mean that more is going this way. Which is also kind of weird. Well, anyway, we should be producing, yeah, twice as much. And now it's just too slow. But that could be easily fixed by making more pumps. I didn't have those working efficiently because we never needed to. Because the whole system wasn't working fast enough. There we go, this should work at 100% now. And now the gold is the problem. You gotta be kidding me, right? Alright, where's the gold coming from? Directly from this one. Similar issue, I suppose. But on a way tighter gap. Alright, this should start pulling more gold. Is it finally keeping up? Well, the answer is no. But at least it's producing them at like a decent rate now. So it takes about 7 to 8 seconds for this to produce one composite beam. However, at the moment, I don't think we can do it any faster. Not with this setup anyway. We would need to have more gold and more osmium that flows in here. But all the gold is being used at the moment. So we only have osmium. Well, anyway, this seems to be working fine. At least it's going a lot faster than it used to. So even though this took a little bit of time to set up, ultimately it would save me time as well. Because I'm pretty sure we're gonna need composite beams after this as well. For the buildings, for the habitats. Alright, there we go. With the new production speed, that wasn't too bad. Let's see, where will we put the nuclear power plant? Probably up here? Fuck, it needs water as well as refined uranium? It needs an intake on that? That could be a problem. The water would be one thing. Where the hell does it even intake this? On the front. The most ugliest of locations, of course it would be. Oh, we need water as well as uranium. That doesn't even spawn on this island. Oh boy. You know, I wish there was some sort of drone delivery hub or something like that. You know, where it can deliver resources between, like, warehouses. God, this is gonna suck so much. So the big question becomes, can we make it all the way from this island to that island while flying with the jetpack? Because if we can do that, we can put a drill on this one, this uranium node, go all the way through the mountain, refine it here, and go all the way to the nuclear power plant. And this is gonna take a little while again. Nuclear power, everybody. Is it worth it? I have my doubts. I feel like I could have better spent this time creating an absolute ton of osmium drills and just put down a bunch of geothermal plants. And it looks like we would easily make it. So the reason why I want to make this is because, you know, we have to put a conveyor belt all the way from this side to the other side. And I can't do that in a spaceship. And I don't want to be building a giant bridge again with that, because that took ages last time on Echo Prime. Alright, there we go. We got a tier 3 drill on there. I do need to get to the back side of this though. And I'm gonna put conveyor tier 2 on here. Now the tier 3 drill produces 120 resources per minute. So the osmium would be kinda overkill, as that transports 240. But this one is perfect. The carbon, the tier 2, because it does 120. Then of course we're also gonna need the refiner. Put that in there. It needs some water as well. Let's make a tier 2 water pump. I made some of the fast rotors for this. How great is the output on this thing? I mean, we'd have to wait until all the resources get here to find that out. Alright, here the uranium comes. That's a pretty dense line. That is pretty good. However, it still has quite the way to go. 12 per minute. Okay, so regular conveyors will do the job. That is really slow though. Right, even though we could use the tier 1 conveyors, I think I'm still going to use the version 2. Because I don't have all day to wait for it to get there to see if it actually works. It's going to be a lot of fun. And oh my god, this thing is getting so long. It's getting pretty laggy. It's using up a lot of carbon fiber though. But we're almost there. You gotta be kidding me, right? It's too long? Or what? Can't place here, but why? Like, it should easily be able to do it. We have the resources for it. I bet that it just gets too long or something. The game would probably crash or something like that. Which means we'll have to find a halfway point. But I'm gonna need to let my stamina regen. I think what I should have also done is point the refiner towards the island. Oh, we could change that still. That would save probably a lot of work, to be honest. Because it seems like it's gonna make a giant turn. Around 150, is that where it stops? Yeah, okay, so a conveyor at all time could be like 150 long. Alright, I'm gonna turn the refinery around while we still can. Or maybe actually I have a better idea. Because it's gonna take ages otherwise, what we can do is just make a container and hook it into this. While we're making the entire road, that could also back up with some of the supplies. You know, I will admit, when I started this episode, I kind of thought we would blaze through this part and get to working on that bat cave idea. I think we'll have to hold that off for next episode, because I've been at this for nearly an hour now, and there's actually a lot of steps to this nuclear power. It's ridiculous. I did not think it would take this damn long. That is for dang sure. Alright, let's hope that we can make a straight line straight for the other island. What is that? Is that... There's something floating there. Alright, that piques my interest as well. I'm gonna have to check that out in a second. Alright, seems like we met the end here somewhere. That is somewhere over here. Final stretch, baby. Oh boy, the lag. We're not even moving, man. I'm gonna have to hook this up to another container. There's no way we could do this otherwise. Alright, well, this is how far I got before it started lagging the heck out. I managed to place it real quick. That was with regular stuff. Damn. If anything, though, let's make the container to hook it up into first. Alright, the final stretch until the box. So let's go check out this floating rock here. What's up with that? Yep, just a regular floating rock. Although it doesn't say it's a rock, so that's kind of weird. Probably means you cannot drill it. Alright, this should slowly make its way over. Well, we did it. Terraformation stage 5. It took so long that a not fully powered atmosphere creator was done. And yet we still don't have enough composite beams to make a tier 2 habitat. That's how slow that goes. Alright, the reason why I'm running back without the conveyor belt is because I want to place down this first. Because I don't want to have this ugly conveyor belt going all the way around. I think now we should be able to drag a line. It is very far though. So we might have to take a pit stop in this valley. Because otherwise it might get too long. You know, I'm thinking we could have placed the atmosphere creator on this planet. Or on this island. We didn't have to drag a giant lane from the other side of the bloody fucking universe. Wow, it still doesn't make it, eh? Well, it is here now. Oh no, it doesn't go in. You gotta be kidding me, right? Oh, I hate that so much when it does this. And it's even worse now. Because it's such a long line. Let's hope that just works. Yes, okay, sweet. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to make a stop somewhere. Might even have to make multiple stops as well. Alright, sweet. That should make its way over to this box. And after it is going in here, that is when I'll connect it up to the nuclear plant. For now though, we also need some water. Do I want to know how much water it is gonna require? I feel like just a regular tier 2 isn't gonna do the job. Right, I'm also gonna be smart in advance for once. And I'm gonna place down the pipe connector or the pipe hub. Because if this isn't enough water, we should be fine. And then connect, please. Oh wow, one is enough. I did not expect that. Alright, how's the uranium going? It's still making its way over by the looks of it. So whereabouts is it though? Don't tell me something went wrong very early on here, right? Yeah, like it definitely should have made it to here, at the very least. Alright, where's the kink in the system? Is it not even making it out of the container? It is being taken out, I just can't see it. Alright, let's remove that. That was a pain. That was a lot of carbon fiber that just got removed. Alright, well, it works here. Let's see if we can connect this back up. Maybe it just gets too long after a certain time, and it stops showing it? If that is the case, we just undid a lot of work. Yeah, it's not showing them again. Alright, we're just gonna try place another container, like right here. Well, at least I can see them now, so that's good. So I'm guessing it's just a distance problem, which I suppose makes sense, because if you have a lot of these very long conveyors, they're all gonna be transporting goods. It's gonna create quite a bit of lag. At least that's why I imagine we didn't see them. But honestly, you never know. Could also just be bugged. Well, it looks like some of it did make it, so that is good. Oh, interesting, it's not at full water. Well, that's probably because it's nighttime and the pump isn't working at full capacity because solar panels. But there we go. Finally, we got flipping nuclear power up and running. Oh my goodness. Well, the question is for how long, right? Because we cannot keep a stream of these rods up like this. So I want to see what happens when it runs out. You know, the nuclear plant better not require a constant stream of this stuff. It's really hard to tell because you can't really see how fast it is using them up. Also, as expected, we're gonna have to build habitats. I'll do that as part of the next episode. I will admit, I kinda expected this to be the last one, because I thought setting up this monstrosity of a building wouldn't be that much work. And I suppose it wouldn't have been if we just stuck to geothermal power. But hey, we never messed around with nuclear, now we have. I don't ever want to do that again, so note to myself for future planets. Unless we build right next to the uranium deposit, do not build nuclear power. It's not worth it. I am looking at this now, this produces 5,600 megawatts. We don't even demand that much. We demand just under it, so the nuclear power plant on its own could sustain this entire island we got. Well, for right now anyway. We are, of course, going to build more stuff, so the geothermal, as well as the solar panels, will have a use. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to be leaving it off over here. In the next episode, we'll finish up terraformation, up to where the game goes right now, or at least I imagine, because this was the last terraformation objective on Echo Prime for now, and it probably is on Ocean World 2, so we'll finish that up. We're gonna expand our base, and after that it's waiting for the new update. So for now, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.